Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip core. They're really just there to conceal the inner examining but you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad. Hopefully, you'll just need to once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. If that's true,
Come on.
Do you think they think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error? Your life isn't the only one at risk here. Don't tell me I don't. I need to go. Who?
Can't.
See?
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
Elements, the dirt on which it is built, which is...
Commander, Avara and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
That smell. Did a Sprat get flash fried in here? The electrical system misfired somehow. Security's been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
Security has been activated.
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager screens...
Oh, I also found a vent around the corner.
Always a...
Could I... And hurry, please. Now, what? I know it's matriarch. I am pleased you have been returned to... and...
Mike, slick how you fooled that guard, Commander.
Let's not waste time congratulating ourselves.
I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system is built. But even I can't succeed. So be diligent. And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle
Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Kinda figured that'd be... We'll stay...
That's right.
Agent Pascal. Ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into security ops. You know, nice and quiet like.
Family's visit. Surely you don't think
Not
it's
getting
anything
shot, certainly part of it.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with. You should have seen it. It wasn't pretty.
Dirt directive. Understandable.
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship nest.
What? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
sabotage the transformer to disable the failsafes. This will allow you to open the door and proceed. I left the manual in the locker to your right. Good. Now that that's done, to mention the alarm. Just ignore it and get to the manual override in the control room as soon as you can.
Each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the machine that keeps us productive. I am your sovereign protector of Arcadia and the bedrock upon which our sisters. Even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent. And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
Liquored up on arson.
We're encountering more opposition over here than DeVries said we should. Nothing to do. Any distraction you can provide would be helpful, Commander.
In the machine that keeps us productive. I am the protector of Arcadia and the bedrock upon which our system is built. So be diligent, and remember, failure will be met with severe consequences. We all know that a structure is only as strong as its greatest members. The dirt on which it's built, which is each and every one. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine. You.
Comms are down. This is going better than I expected. The nearby elevator will take you out to the rendezvous point. I'll see you and your team soon in the skip labs. Give us a minute. Something's not right.
Whoa. Hold on. What's this doing here?
Was that an explosion?
There is a 90% chance.
I don't understand. Everything went bad so fast. Damn. Sorry, Pascal. I hope you make it.
Issuing per Earth.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. It doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
Recruits, troopers, wardens, arbiters, hold position. Obtain any subject failing to comply. Stand by for further instructions.
Hey, you there! What? I've attempted to raise. No, I'm a loyal subject. But it's just petitioning. I've never. You.
I don't know what happened out there. This is all going wrong. Niles. He was a promising agent, but we've got no time for grieving. Take the lift behind you and get to me as soon as you can. It's imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station, lest his sacrifice be for nothing. Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us. Just get to DeVries and liberate that core so we can get out.
Subversive dice! Your mechanical shall turn the tide! Trust the plan!
Hastening to cover. Restoring the...
It's an embarrassing miscalculation on my part is what it is. No matter. It's one I'm about. You think I'd betray you or the Earth direct? There is no betrayal here, though it is understandable someone like you would see it thus. The grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it. Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either. Don't you think I would have? Sparing Niles and not having to deal with you would have been preferable were I given the choice. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions.
The mathematical there is no too late. Farewell.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. I never should have stopped.
Welcome back to consciousness. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure, and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatic. This unit is not programmed to. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. Acknowledged. Your refusal has been noted in your permanent record. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness. Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Auntie's Choice invaded Arcadia. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years. Initiating reassurance. Do not worry, Commander. While the rift is a low to medium priority concern, Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions. Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regiment since the satellite was brought down. He is final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent.
these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing her whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but... So then. I gather that...
Confirmed. The commander has received...
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done... If she's of a mind to. She could use the information on that thing to destabilize the rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her. It'll be an adventure. Funny how she's going to ground now. But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the... She did follow protocol, established a safe room there. Wager from your lips written into... Just to be clear, I'm not saying we strolling up to the Vox station and knock nice. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed... Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander. Tampering may result in damage. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Anti's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. Final recommendation. The second lockbox's contents may contain parts. An upgraded Valerie unit will please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes. Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal homicides has also...
Ain't nothing there. Let me know when you need a stretch.
Company. Must be from...
Whoa there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Huh. Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our sprat population. Look, we're Auntie's Choice. Lying's fine. We downright admired it. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? What? You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty got a convoy overdue back from the landing pad. Admit I'm a bit worried. Something tells me you ran into the reason they ain't been back. See any sign of them? Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, before I forget, guys, once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice.
Can't believe some of those protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Yeah, let them simmer in their cells first. Less able-bodied.
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here. Definitely not. Don't mean to sound unsociable, but you might not want to stand so close. The bleeding wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though. Anything to take my mind off the pain.
This unit is not permitted to operate within corporate-owned medical facilities without said corporate...
Reassurances, you say?
Deploying reassurance.
I guess that's something. Look, I was on sentry duty, bravely surveying our perimeter for threats, when I returned fire like it was a cereal. Bang, bang, bang! Pew, pew, pew! Oh, not excessively, of course. It was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty Trooper Faulkner happened upon the scene just then, and no idea where these drones are coming from, but Faulkner's been having a time of it lately. Be nice if someone helped out. But as for the rest of these fine folk, they were attacked by Protectorate while Can't imagine they'd turn down help from anyone who knows how to handle themselves. The FOB's our main line of defense. The only thing stopping the Protectorate from sending their legions over that bridge of theirs, and the man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Rumor has it his troopers are relentless, fighting through wounds that would kill most. What I wouldn't give to join his outfit. Now there's an idea might be worth considering. They do say the quickest... It's all a moot point till I can get this arm of mine mended. Poor Doc Barnes is working himself to the bone trying to take care of us, but I suppose it could be worse. At least Command's not throwing us at that relay station. Can't imagine the casualties he'd be dealing with then. It sounds great. I'm sure Doc Barnes would appreciate the help. You'll find...
I must ask...
My liver ain't the lily kind.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your gastrocnemius muscle. There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a Oh, I'm sorry. You must be my replacement, since you're so clearly qualified to do my job. I am not required to...
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this, Doc?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer. A kind, if naive offer. Unless you have thousands of bits to burn, any amount you could...
This is a mighty big decision, Doc.
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway. Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt... I can barely get the damn thing to produce antiseptic, so I sincerely doubt it. But now, was there anything else? Some. Most still tout the all-healing nature of Protectorate medicine. But despite that, they're surprisingly amenable to accepting treatment.
They ain't grown up with the right to dissent. Probably wouldn't even occur to them to turn down poison if you told them to take it.
Good thing I don't prescribe poison. In truth, I expected more resistance given the sudden transition. Oh, certainly. Right after I see to all these other patients. I must say, I'm rather amazed. How did you manage to formulate coagulant with only a handful of ingredients? No need to clap yourself on the back. In any case, I hate being in debt to anyone, so here. It's your lucky day, Trooper. Not only has our good Samaritan here, but they've also made a coagulant that will greatly reduce any...
That's still...
I'm going to administer a localized anesthetic. You'll heart...
I'd say welcome back. If you're here for the doc, hope you ain't in it.
You'd make a great lower manager.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time.
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? So you can understand my situation. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone... It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize it.
The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike.
While exploring, couldn't or wouldn't, typical research type, focused on all the wrong things. Not particular. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for schematics. Complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it. Opportunistically leveraging difficult. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics.
Well, the broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous looking so-and-so. So close, but so... truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, the edible spacesuit. All right.
The door this tough? They must be storing something good in there. You're thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the...
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And besides, these protect...
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
I'd love to see the quartermaster's face after turning her lamps onto that requisition request.
Fine. Skip drives out. Say, maybe we could commandeer one of them tractors out in the field instead. Oh, bet that could plow through the door.
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war. Fair point. But most we've heard in answer to our request for more. In any siege, advantage goes to the defense. When Officer Carr ever gets the go-ahead, we need to be ready. Right. With all our new trainees, we've got the...
If there are any weapons at all, I still say...
You've made your case, Kemp. I'm more interested in hearing the opinion of our new friend here. What do you suppose is in there?
Don't that strike you as a touch simple? And anyway, unless they were trying to keep it...
I don't see it mattering much either way. That door is sealed...
Oh, really?
Ordinarily, I'd question how you came about such a unique skill set.
Whoa! How in the blazes did you get in there?
Appreciate your help. These weapons are gonna save lives. On our side, anyway.
Leave me be. I have no interest in dealing with the machinations of you dark marketers today.
Wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over town hall.
Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers'
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience.
No.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you Good. See that it... And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Hold a moment, Carr. An opportunity comes visiting. Perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new companion.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel, but which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milverstreet, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe I sell to the gullible and impressionable? You, however, seem a mite too clever to... I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me.
What? With that hat?
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? I've some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such an... The record room is in this building. You have... But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them with... Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for... Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. You can't blame a body for wanting to practice, can you? Fine. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing. But for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to, ease. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong, to retrieve said information, but I've not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst. Protectorate subjects willingly submit themselves to a kind of mental reason, but I have reason to believe that their system is less rigid than Protectorate leadership would claim. Yes, one additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spacer's choice could not maneuver her.
You there! You're here early. I expected you'd be on the receiving end of Milverstreet's bluster until close to the end of time. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, head of aggressive acquisitions and persons Now, not to say I question the presence of a wayward sightseer in the midst of a war-torn waste, but it might be safer for us both if I knew your purpose. The Vox, eh? Bent on bloody self-destruction? I could just have my troops, although if you were keen on continuing to draw breath, perhaps you and I could broker a deal. There are Protectorate vitals need bled. I want the Protectorate war effort exsanguinated. There's a particular holding we shelled early in the war. Name of you. My scouts report recent Protectorate attempts to bring it. Should note, the ministers like to take our working together as a personal affront. aid me, and I suspect he'll rescind any offer he may have made to you. Do you suggest that our good minister has lost patience with playing fair and now seeks to delve into the oily recesses of brainwashing? He's devoted to his half measures, I'll give him that. But he wouldn't have to wheedle and connive if he knew Milver Street's grinning manipulation won't earn nothing but more of our own dead. Work with me. Competence recognizes competence. One last thing. Visit the Ministry of Accuracy first to gain credentials that will grant you easy...
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope.
Just taro excrement.
Do this all day.
Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief? No. I mean, at least not since that time I tried mixing my own detergent, but I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here, being part of a team, that starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. Much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine, this business with Zeb's gotta come first. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult... Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind. I agree. But the problem with burning down the system is finding ways out for all the innocent folk trapped inside it. That wasn't the goal anyway. Just help. We worked hard, but the Protectorates are often than not our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Wouldn't have expected you to see it that way, given all your talk of trusting no one and looking out for myself. But maybe anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked... Seems nowhere on Paradise Island.
Confronting threat.
Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed. No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rat is a dangerous rat. That obvious, huh? Yeah, I was hoping there'd be something worth harvesting. Something worth the trouble of killing the poor creature. But hope is the father of disappointment. If the occasion calls for it. But I fancy myself something. Me and Raptidons, we're well acquainted. I know their patterns, behaviors, attacks. Know what gives them an edge around folk who ain't in possession of that knowledge. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here? Oh, that's a high-profile target. Huh. If she entrusted that to you, I'm Inez Silung, Auntie's choice. Minister Milver Street of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Other than punch a hole in my armor, cause Huel at the saloon to yell in consternation, not much, at present. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think, no. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with... I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good... She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing. Get the feeling you... Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Lon...
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
Commencing combat, please. items. Entering a comp.
What in the where now? I'll take fighting raps and living in a surveillance state any day of the week.
Bodily trauma soon.
All rely upon each other to discern.
increase your sway. Make them do what we say. I saw time for one more lesson, so I shot her one last question. I said, but I worry about reprisals when dealing with my rival. Suppose I can't outdo or outthink the Vactors. She said,
If all else fails, kill the bastards. They're playing checkers. You're playing chess. They think you'll retreat, but that's when you press.
Always be curious about the kind of treatment gives an arbiter.
So be a cutthroat.
Ain't just the Dragoon to worry about.
What you must to get far ahead, but never get caught. Do what you must and do what you can. Ignore all the rules and never get caught. Never get caught. Never get caught. Never get caught. Oh, never get caught. Never get caught. Oh, never get caught.
Everybody around.
My corporate seal had.
How are you still upright over there?
Dispensing life protection.
Flashing before my eyes, Commander. Revive me.
For her time, and smiling, she said,
This is how you climb. There's no such thing as free advice, dear.
Run, don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these qualities.
Not exactly in fighting shape at the moment.
The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossicus arum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle. Multiply that by the dozens surrounding most settlements, and the many other flowering megaflora native to the colony. Ducky eye, goop lung, post.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened
Unless you've
fire.
stockpiled mollifying demulcent.
Scout report.
Yes,
sir. Looks like the repair center is
of all kinds.
Excellent.
Use Falderall's mollifying demulcent and breathe easy once again. Falderall, the most trusted name in exo-anti-allergenics.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
The flavor that lasts and the taste you can't top. From that first inhale to the very last. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. But rich tobacco, sweet at the end. What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. It's the long slim smoke with the bubblegum filter. It's two treats.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or what's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium. Definitely the second one. But it's like the Marshal says, in war, evacuation is not an option. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have and defend it.
All that matters is getting these Uttermechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must...
What in the name of... Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival right before...
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here, auguring the impending doom of...
Woodrow, normally I would be I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it. You see, Woodrow, why, at this rate, we'll have the facility up and running in little to no...
That's what's...
Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium leak. I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but the Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility at Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zerate. There is a nominal risk that the automechs will act impulsively, but there will be plenty.
Marshal, those automechs have been corrupted with uranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victim.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. Methodelic.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it...
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Auntie Cleo here to address all the hubbub over these rifts. Arcadia's yaysayers and eggheads would have us think these cosmic light shows herald the end of the worlds. Poppycock. Rifts present an opportunity, not a calamity.
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. I don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
We'll be left with nothing but upside. I have full confidence that our lab coats in experimental operations will a profitable use for them. Rifts could be leveraged in negotiations or to gatekeep trade routes. Think of the R&D potential.
I'm not sure we should get any closer.
Hampton's job is to keep you motivated. The threat of extinction is
There's the attack. And there's a Iranian outsider. And this raid wouldn't
Now, on to other things. This is one of my
We're never getting
favorites,
caught up.
though admittedly, I'm far from discerning.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Course to terminate test model.
I'm glad that, whether or not you're able to help us, I'm great. Uranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution. I don't think anything. Leak or no leak, we can't abandon our post. My people are fighting a war on two fronts. Anti on one. What else would disrupt the harmony of our perfect system? Uranium wreaks havoc on automechanical. Further damage soon occurred. True, the facility was disrupted. When disorder looms its ugly, while I trust that Brigadier Montelli, loyalty and instinct run hand in hand. I'm a protectorate man after all. No matter. This facility's purpose is the maintenance. The old staff should have laid down their lives to repel Auntie's charge. Now, they're burdened.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Caught a piece of shrapnel during the attack. What about you?
Uranium poisoning. Only a mild case with a doctor. Treatment is just study my symptoms.
Sovereign's mercy.
Oh, a new arrival. Oh, and what's this? You, I dare say, are exhibiting clear signs of uranium exposure, stranger. Fortunately for you, you appear to have if you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask. For medical posterity, and so on and so. First question, can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to this uranium? It's a wonder you're still upright. The emanations outside that building are thick enough to be a death sentence. The marshal's at his wit's end about it. I'd suggest paying a call to our visiting scientist next door. Purportedly, she's... All right, next, for instance, do your both... Well, good for you. Keeping a pause as a token of my appreciation. Allow me to provide... There, that should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer. Don't have much to spare, but...
That goes out to the dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions. Lost speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility. Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the Now what is it you want? Ah, our good Marshal sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected. A number of factors. Zeranium is the scarcity of volunteers is also a problem. Everyone wants to fix the gas leak, but now tell me, are you familiar with the Zeranium gas? One and the same. That building took the brunt of the... I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice... So what am I endeavoring to create? Yes, quite right. And let me tell you, it was astounding. Luckily, the difficult work is behind us. There are only a smattering... Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing... Good, wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions?
On the ground. Impacted colon got you down.
Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas. Well, of course, obviously. If you suffer prolonged exposure, assuming you survive, see our local medical officer next door. She is highly preoccupied. I believe that covers all the Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo, off with you.